Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Jobity and I'll be hosting this live stream today, as well as the award ceremony on the 7th and 8th of December at the Ealing Picture House Cinema in West London. Welcome to the 6th edition of the Miraband UK Film Awards, powered by the Miraband Company and founded by our festival director and founder, Jay Manari, who is also an independent writer, producer, director, and member of Directors UK. The Miraband UK Film Awards, or MUFA, is a British BFI Film Fund-winning film festival listed on the British Council Festival Directory and London-based, focused on showcasing diversity in auteur movies, created despite all the challenges of an indie, low-budget production. Miraband provides a spotlight for underrepresented, emerging, and experienced independent filmmakers through on-site networking events, live-streamed industry talks, online film courses, and most recently, an independent film fund launched to support the making of more independent short films. If you haven't done so yet, please check out our affordable festival tickets, just £20 for 2 days of screenings and panels. And don't miss the limited film industry tickets, which offer exclusive industry access. Subscribe to our art house-focused streaming platform, Stream Auteur, to watch all the officially selected candidates of this edition and vote for your favorite, which will win the Best Film Audience Award. With that, let's get the ball rolling with our special guest. Please welcome Chris Cosentino from the UK, shortlisted for Best Animation Short with their film, Tidy Away. If you lost your husband of 40 years, how would you cope? Would you cry? Would you scream into the void? Or would you just keep busy with homework and try not to think about it? All right, let's jump into the Q&A. So welcome, Chris. Hope you are doing well. Excited to learn more about the creative process and the behind the scenes of creating the film that you did. So happy to have you here today. My first question for you would be the type of animation that you selected. And for you, how did you decide what art form, the style, and the colors that you wanted to choose to showcase and illustrate this story specifically?
Wow. I guess sort of running down in order. In terms of my choice for animation style, I've been interested in sort of replicating stop motion in 3D for a while. It's something I've been sort of working on incrementally with various shorts. I just always really liked the style, but I lack the physical space to actually set up an area where I could do it for real. And also I've always just been petrified of losing days, weeks of work just by nudging a table. So it's always been a little bit scary in that regard. Yeah, and I'd gotten into 3D, so it just kind of seemed like the most sensible compromise. I'd always liked stop motion visually because I think it can be cozy and comforting, and in equal measures disturbing and unsettling. So I kind of tried to toe the line a little bit with this short. Maybe not so much disturbing and unsettling, but kind of more serious tones over a sense of coziness.
Yeah.
And with the color palette, when I was color scripting the short, I tried to sort of stick to kind of earthy tones, but without it feeling too washed out and depressing. It should kind of feel warm and maybe a little. It should probably sort of start off warm and then those same tones sort of feeling more melancholy, sort of a little closer to the end.
Fantastic. No, thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate that. I'll hand it over to Jay if he has any questions for you as well.
Hi, Chris. Lovely to meet you and very nice to watch your film, Tidy Away. I was just thinking about that. That's the third animation we are discussing today, and they all deal with loss in a very special way, very delicate way. And particularly this one, I felt it was very interesting to see how you transfigure the presence of the mother into, it's like a metaphor, she's in every object around the house she has interacted with, and they kind of all connect to her somehow. I was just wondering if you could share a little bit more about the making of this one specifically, and how long did it take you? Because we know often animation is a very, long process. We had a short animated movie last year that almost took 5 years. and it was partially animation, partially with live action, and they said the person that created it was a father, and they witnessed the growth of their daughter in the making of that film. So it's really, really intriguing to share the challenges and the people, the way the movies are being made.
Yeah. So I guess like the earliest stage of it, I think all in all, this short probably took about 6 months, give or take. Initially, it was sort of written in the first instance as a live action short. I wrote it with the intention of like something that my friend could film, but he sort of wanted to do like other projects, and the story really sort of resonated with me. The actual sort of like the relationship between the protagonist and her sort of physical belongings actually kind of came about practically because, like I say, I thought we were going to have to figure this out all in live action. So I was like, okay, it needs to be limited locations, and we want it to be impressive, but we also don't necessarily have a budget. So maybe if we put a lot of effort and thought into the set dressing, maybe that can help. And then sort of thinking along those lines, I started sort of digging into sort of more sort of like personal experiences and history and feelings sort of like resonated with myself, and it just kind of informed that initial starting point that was very sort of like pragmatic. The script this is partly why it's difficult to say how long it took exactly, because the script did kind of was shelved for a little while just because of life stuff, but from like picking up the script, tidying up a little bit, pun intended, character designing, color script, storyboarding, color scripting, making everything, and animating. I think all in all, we'd be looking at like between like 6 and 8 months, I'd say.
Wow, that's actually pretty quick turnaround considering the project itself. And was it like how much was the budget, if you don't mind sharing?
I mean, the budget was, everyone was in it was, so the main character was actually voiced by my mum, so she had a very reasonable rate. The guy who voiced the son, like similarly, he was happy just to do it for experience. The sound recorder, he did it for, the sound mixer and composer, basically the guy who handled all the audio, Tony, like he did it for a pint. And like the special thanks and help, that again, that was just favor. So literally, it was the only budget for the film, or the only money that went into the film, aside from like my PC rig, which I already had, obviously, because everything was made in Blender, was literally festival costs. So this is ostensibly a zero budget film.
Wow. Congratulations. I think it definitely is one of those Miraband shorts that you're able to make it out of nothing, but it doesn't look like a low budget at all. So well done. It's great. So I think Michael must have a issue with this connection, so I'm gonna wrap it for everyone here. Just sending out a few reminders that our festival tickets are available to sell right now. They are available on the website. And also that we are having the event on the 13th, 14th of December at the Healing Picture House Cinema, where the Mayor of Ealing will be presenting the Best UK Feature and Best UK Shorts, along with all the other Short Films Awards. We look forward to see you there. So if you are able to attend, we'll see you in person, and hopefully we'll see Chris as well. Thank you so much for being with us today, and I will see you at the event.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.